I checked the chip. There's no number attached to it. So I'm going to go to animal control tomorrow and find out. But assuming I get to keep him, you are looking at my third member of my cat family named Woodrow Wilson. 9/11 wasn't an inside job. Saki, we landed on the moon.
That cat looks like it wore a helmet the first 2 years of his life.
So
look at him. That cat literally looks like it was the only cat in the litter that they just had to have a helmet on.
Yeah,
Look,
dude, Neff, cats are like how you pick women, whoever shows up, right?
Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies.
Cash Daddies is for entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. As always, everyone's killing it, ups and downs. Either way, we just keep plowing. Am I right? My good friend Howie, Dewey, how are you?
good, my man. Good.
Always a pleasure. Chris Neff, how are you?
buddy, I have some really big news.
All right. And Evan, how are you?
Living the dream.
Okay. Because I know this is going to be forever and Evan will never get to talk.
No. Well, hold on. I think I deserve a story after you leave town to go just crush on the road and I'm left and I'm looking forward to a nice weekend alone. And then Dana calls me and says, oh, I need a big favor. And I'm like, anything, Dana. And she's like, I gotta, can you watch Roger? Can you watch Roger for a day? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. She brings him over 8:30 in the morning. I haven't even had coffee. Okay. And then she goes, don't worry. I got him food. Everything's going to be fine. And then she shuts the door and I turn around and Roger's already shit on my rug.
He's scared.
Okay. Yeah. You know what?
He's scared.
The shit machine. All right.
He is a shit machine, dude.
So then literally right before she comes to pick him up, I take him out for a walk in the middle of the day twice. He shits and he pisses. He pissed on my fucking couch.
I'm sorry. I will get it
I don't
cleaned.
think you are. I don't think you are.
I feel really bad
Now, here's the thing.
that you walked him through that bad neighborhood of yours.
Roger's
That's
not the
probably
only
why
one
he
to
peed
piss
all
on that
that
couch.
everywhere.
Right.
Okay.
But I have
Chris lives in the shanty town of Long Beach, everybody.
Hey, it's paid for. That's all that
Hey,
matters.
respect, bro. Respect.
You know what?
Put some respect on it.
Digital to physical. And
There we go.
I'm sitting in it. So
There we go.
I know a lot of people have reached out to me and said, you know, Chris, when are you going to move on? We understand Millie is in heaven now. And I didn't want to go out there and make that kind of commitment because I didn't want to feel like I was replacing Millie. And I just put it up to the universe and I said, whatever happens, happens. Well, guess what? It happened yesterday. So I'm hanging out. I'm cleaning Roger's piss up. And all of a sudden I hear a meow out front. And I open it up and I see this gorgeous, I've got him right here, Maine Coon. These are not easy to find. And he's just sitting right out front. And I'm like, hey, what's up, little guy?
That cat looks like he's been stoned since birth.
That cat looks like it's plotting your
Metal.
death. Right.
He will not stop purring.
That's a robot cat.
That's
So,
a robot.
It's a Maine Coon. So I took him out today and I was like, I can't keep him without doing the right thing. I got to check the chip. I checked the chip. There's no number attached to it. So I'm going to go to animal control tomorrow and find out. But assuming I get to keep him, you are looking at my third member of my cat family named Woodrow Wilson. 9/11 wasn't an inside job. Saki, we landed on the moon.
That cat looks like it wore a helmet the first 2 years of his life.
So
Look at him. That cat literally looks like it was the only cat in the litter that they just had to have a helmet on.
Yeah,
Look,
dude, Neff, cats are like how you pick women, whoever shows up, right? Is that pretty much how it goes?
Pretty much.
Whoever
If he shows
pussy
up and likes
to
to
your
lick.
door, you fucking take.
He's just a beauty. Now, Sweeter's not happy at all. Mom, she's just like, does her mothering thing, taking care of everything. But enough about me. We got to talk about the week that was. I had a major swing on Abbott Monday to Tuesday. I've been tracking this. It's Athena Bitcoin Global. I was like, this is sketchy. This is a pump and dump. It's got a 2 billion market cap and it's trading. I don't know if you guys saw the volume. It was trading at like 30,000 volume. And it was taking these massive dumps at like 60% and then going back up. So I got in and out, made a quick 40%, got out. And if my week couldn't get any better, I got to show up and do a show with Sam and Eddie and Johnny and XG, and met some great people at the show. I do have to mention these people because they made my day. Both Buffalo Rambler and Legs from False Reality Check. They're
great.
Amazing. They're so
great.
cool.
I love them.
So huge support to them. Met a couple of guys that made a shit ton on CumRocket. They were very proud of that. And then from what I understand, you guys went out and hopped around the Midwest and kept crushing all weekend. And you're sending me a video of some guy who's talking about my ring. So I feel loved.
Yeah,
And,
dude. People loved you, dude. People love Cash Daddies. It's growing. It's growing.
And
I mean, dude, we got guys making bank. I don't know why everybody doesn't listen to this fucking show.
Yeah, and you mentioned it on the Thursday show on HB. The gentleman that made 400,000 off us, he said, I literally swang traded Safe Boom when you guys first told me to buy it, and I was in and out, and I made 400K. And he sent me the screenshot. It's legit. So congrats. There are people out there with a lot of money following our picks. So
we got to get him on the show.
We do. We should.
And he should come on going, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I made 400K. Thanks, Cash Daddies.
We need to get our own infomercial.
Yeah, dude, I'm in.
I was down in the dumps. I was living in a doghouse.
And we get one of those like those actors from what's that extras casting calling thing?
Central casting.
Yeah, Central Casting.
Casting.
Where they're like, oh, I got back pain, but thanks to Cash Daddies, I'm crushing it, right?
Yeah.
I've been on 17 Law and Order episodes.
You totally have.
I'm always the cop.
Yeah, 16 of them were craft services, and you were flipping flapjacks for the crew. I get
I'm
it.
always the cop.
Keep it on your resume. While you guys were gone, I don't know if you heard, Dorkfest LA did its thing. So that was kind of cool. I guess they fly a bunch of planes and eat in and out. That was pretty cool. I did want to let you know. And then I don't know if you guys heard this. There was a big unveiling in Budapest this weekend of a statue dedicated to Satoshi Nakamoto. Have you seen a picture of what they think Satoshi Nakamoto looks like?
Yeah, I saw that unveiling.
I see the statue now, but
yeah,
are
look
you
at
talking
this.
about like the old Asian man?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look like anything like that. This guy looks like an alien from the future or
did you
past.
listen to why they did that? By the way, it looks like every fucking NBA player. Am I right, everybody? Like that looks like
Yeah, for the Brooklyn
like-
Nets.
that looks like Kyrie just got into the fucking Hall of Fame.
More like Durant.
But the point is, yeah, man. I mean, it's interesting for sure. I mean, statues are either right on or like laughable bad.
Yeah,
Right? Laughable bad. Guys,
and-
I have something I want to talk about. So
I'm not done. I'm not done talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then-
Take your time.
Yeah, and then I like to give out success around here, and word on the street is E is somewhat famous now because he's producing like 3 podcasts. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So
Don't-
no.
Yeah, and he's
No.
Producing
dropping.
like 6.
He's not only is he dropping picks on this show, but now he's like, you ever see Two for the Money when Al Pacino's like finds Matthew McConaughey? He's Matthew McConaughey in that movie, and Tommy G is Pacino, and he's dropping out these picks, and he's blowing up, and people are making memes about him. Bring up that meme that retarded sexual blowtorch 68 made of you, bro.
Retarded
credit,
sexual
man.
blowtorch.
You got
But some dude, because I put out my cake pick early.
yeah.
And
And he
some
goes,
dude was
why
like,
would I take advice from a celebrity? And I'm like, what?
What the
He's a
fuck?
celebrity, and then I did a bunch
That
of
is
digging.
so funny. Evan is a celebrity now. So
He is,
great.
but it's not just because of Cash Daddies. He's got that appeal on stay cashing and 4 deep bets. And I look at this. He's legit.
I have to wrangle you guys. Godzilla and then you three.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. Look
That's
at
a
that,
good one,
dude.
man.
They got Howie's hair down. Look at that. What are you fucking the white kid in play right there? What is that?
Yeah, and as long as we're on memes of the week, can we bring up the meme of the week because it's just so brilliant.
Do we have a song for this? There should be a song.
You just usually do the
It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week. I'm totally stealing this from Dan Patrick. Meme of the
look at
week.
this.
Meme of the week.
This
It's
is
the meme of the week.
insanely- This is insanely good. And for those of you that
David
listen,
Berkowitz.
it's Berkowitz with the Doge dog from last week's episodes. And it says, son of Sam and Chris, Howie, Evan caught. Claims talking dog told him to invest all savings into crypto.
That's hilarious.
I mean, that's fucking genius, man. That is just like the perfect way to sum up our episode. And also, there's a hot video of me making the rounds on the internet, cutting a rug. So, if you don't mind, pull that up because there I am. And then, of course,
Is that a deep fake or is that someone who looks just like you?
that's me, dude.
For real.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I was at the
the fuck
Sounders
outta
game
here.
over the weekend.
You were where?
I was at the Sounders game over the weekend and I was by myself.
No,
And I was
that's
just
not
like,
you, dude.
It's me.
That's not you. You can't dance like do that dance again.
There's no way you got
Yeah,
hooked like
do
that.
that dance again.
Yeah, okay. Yep, there's the whiteness.
Kids call it flossing.
Kids
Yeah,
call it
right. You were
flossing.
canceled.
Oh, you're never near
That
my
was the
daughters.
worst thing I've ever seen. Oh my god.
So that was pretty cool to see. Thank you, Ralph Ganestein, for putting that out there.
Well, yeah, I always want
correct
to
me.
thank
Go ahead,
Retard Blowtorch for all of his hard work.
Retard
Great.
blowtorch.
She's really good at
Oh.
Photoshop.
He's
And
great
then
at it.
Sam, lastly, did you get the peaches and the bananas that I sent home with Dana for breakfast?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, are you
Now, you had
done?
something you wanted to say?
Are you done?
No, I mean, I'll get back in later, but I mean, I'm done with my intro.
Jesus. Guys, big news, everybody. It looks like my football league is, in fact, expanding. They are getting teams in Los Angeles, another team in Los Angeles. We also got a Vegas team, dude. Yeah. So
Hold on.
You know,
do
a lot of
mean,
you
like,
guys make fun
actual
of me.
cities, or do you mean like Henderson, Nevada, and like the Temecula Tutors? I mean, are these like legit?
the
cities?
Temecula Tutors.
Yeah,
You think that's cool, bro? Temecula Tutors, bro?
it's the first thing that came up in my head, and I'm not much of an improver, you know.
Oh,
Here
this
we
is
go.
this is the league with full contact but no pads.
Yeah.
Correct. The
Hardcore
Henderson Hood Rats and the
ass
Temecula
kicking karate,
Tutors.
bro. Very
like it.
excited, dude.
I like it.
Big updates, dude. Big
So,
updates. Let me
as
can
a-
read my updates. God, you get to talk about fucking memes of you dancing.
I'm
Yeah.
a new addition to my family. That's not big news. Then
Sam,
you-
have you been to
Okay.
a game yet?
Not yet. Well, dude, you know, it's kind of like when Jesus comes back. I don't want everyone scattering and just being crazy. So I'm like, let everything get set, and then daddy comes home and everybody celebrates. Okay.
Good point.
Big
You're gonna like
things,
walk
dude.
into the locker room and like after the game and just for no reason just throw a water cooler and say, you know what, you guys fucking think you're hot. You haven't won a game all year.
Yeah. Yeah.
just respect me and slam
Go
the
and start
door.
ripping ass.
I'm just
guy?
gonna be like, I'm just gonna bring day shift black strippers with me, right? And just walk into the locker room and just start yelling at people, right?
That would be awesome.
I would
So
love that.
as an OG investor, when you go to expansion, this has got to mean like your seed money probably just double.
Exploding. So let
Yeah.
me just tell you where we got. We got new, dude. We got some new divisions here. We got Boston, Cincinnati, Nevada, Las Vegas, Los Angeles. Big things are coming up, dude.
Those are not one in New York. You got to get a team in New York.
We gotta get. I'm gonna talk to people, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull some strings.
they
I'm
can
gonna
play
talk
right in
to
Central
they
Park.
already have a no pads league in New York. It's called the Occupy Wall Street group. They're not all gonna land. Not all.
What the fuck was that?
No. No, that group has pads. It's on their knees when they're
That was like
sucking
10
everybody's
years
dick.
ago.
No, they're
Okay,
back, Howie.
Yeah. You got any more Reagan jokes, bro?
Where have you guys been? They're occupying Wall
Where
Street.
have you
again.
guys been? Not in a time machine where that joke was relevant.
Holy shit.
And now this is where Chris tries to tell us he meant to do that, and he's giving us softballs.
I did
Yeah,
not
I set
mean to
you
do
guys
that.
up.
No.
At least you
Those
guys
were
are
not
hitting these
teed up.
softballs out.
Hey, I will own a joke when it bombs, and that thing blew up in my face. But I'll tell you what good comics do. They take risks.
So
okay?
what are you gonna do?
Yeah. When are you going to take that risk?
I take a risk just by not leaving the house every day and petting my cats. Okay.
All right, dude, go on.
All right. No, you go on. So what does this mean? Do we
This
get into
means-
the what is it? Not the A7. What is it? The A12 football league now?
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be expanding. So I'm very excited, dude. I mean, you guys mocked me, but you will see this at some point.
Is it
I'm
on,
one of
is
the
it on,
eight.
Is it on any TV, any channels yet?
Well, it's like some small, but we're working on
YouTube?
ways.
It's on no,
It's on the
YouTube.
Fight Network. It's on Fubo. It's like some shit. It will. I guarantee you, we'll be on ESPN probably in about 2 years.
I'll
In this
take-
conversation.
Okay. I won't even take that bet because I believe you.
Yeah, that would be
Thank you,
awesome.
dude. So I'm feeling really good about myself.
Did you
and-
already get your free 2 free hot dogs?
Yeah, I mean, I got my football. I got everything. I'm just super excited. Dude.
Do people come over at your house and want to take a picture of you in the football?
Of course, dude.
That's puss
of
bait.
course.
Call it what
Is
it
it-
is. By the way, I want to address a rumor that's going around that I want to emphatically deny. And I got a
Okay.
DM. What's that?
Okay.
I got a DM from somebody that said, "You guys are funny, but I'm on to you." And they said, "Cash Daddies, quote, is a front for you guys to get checks. Just admit it." And I'm here to tell you that is completely false because I haven't parlayed any of this into sexual.
Well, the only one I like is a crushing puss out there is young Lil E. And
Yeah, but
in a-
he's
in a
married now,
relationship.
man. He's got
He's in a
himself a girl.
relationship,
All right.
right? Right? He's in a relationship. He's probably
That is true.
Probably not pulling out. I mean, he's just blasting away.
Not only
He
that,
just
but he has
doesn't
to
care.
he has to juggle like 3 separate funnels of puss coming in from these different sources he's working.
Oh yeah, I wonder
Trust me.
what kind of
There's none.
what kind of groupie is throwing more? Fucking Tommy G groupie pussy or
There is
Cash
nothing hotter than a degenerate woman in your life. The Sharon Stones from Casino that are just on the grift all the time. I love
There's nothing I like reading more in the morning when I go and I look at Tommy G on Twitter and he says, "We're about to go 5 for 5 tonight, people. Let's fuck."
That's the catchphrase.
I'm
Look
just
out,
like,
because
where do you
we're going to
come up- that
break
is
an old
amazing.
lady's hip tonight. That's how strong our picks are.
Yeah. We're about to do some fucking absolute split roasted in the senior citizens home.
4dbets.com. VIP
4dbets.com.
20 for 20% off.
Yeah,
Do you
and
push
with-
us on that show? Do you ever
Yeah.
talk
Yeah, I
about
do.
Cash Daddy?
I do.
I was going to say,
All right,
with that
fine.
one word, Evan just made more than we've made our entire 58 episodes.
not true.
Just level with us. He just slides you 10 grand every time to say it, doesn't he?
I wish.
I wish he wouldn't
only
be
nine-
here if that
only-
happened.
only 9
He
grand.
wouldn't be. That would be a real studio behind him if he was getting 10 grand. And he would literally every 2 seconds be like 4 deep, 4 deep, 4 deep.
Oh,
By
yeah.
the end of the episode,
I'd show
Tommy
the
G would
fuck
owe
out of
him
that.
$1 million.
The stuff that he writes, I literally will sit there in the morning drinking coffee and I fucking just sit in the corner crying, laughing so hard. Just we're going balls deep, guys. We're winning everything tonight. Let's fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Breaking
Howie.
news.
Love him.
Howie, how did you do last week with your picks?
You mean my stock picks?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going with the same ones this week.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
no,
I'm
we're not going to picks of the week. I'm just asking how you did
It's
last.
not time
mean-
for picks of the week, bro.
Well, last week I picked Ping, Ping.
Yep.
Which finished damn strong. Went from 24.70. I think she's at 25.30 right now.
25
Man, I'm telling people if you can if there's still room to get on because it's going to 28, 29. I really like it.
Yeah, and on that note, I picked the big uranium play, just exploded midweek, and then retraced, still up. People are asking me, "Are you taking profits?" Nah, I'm going to hold this long, especially with the brewing of possible meme squeezery on Wall Street bets. Normally I would trim, but I'm going to let this one ride. I really like the uranium play in general. And like I said, there's multiple ways to play it if you want to buy the ETF and Sprott or CCG. So keep your eye on that for sure.
The other stock I had that when we started the show, it was at like $1.84, but DSX is now at 585.
Buddy, the shipping industry is not slowing down.
No, and it's only going to pick up. I mean, I talked to my guy about this DXX. He gave it to me at $1.80. It's at 584. It actually hit 630.
Yeah.
He thinks it's going to 10 or 12 bucks. So
Jesus.
I mean, I do have stops.
What is it? What is it?
DSX. I bought it at $1.84.
DXX.
I
What
pushed
you
it on
really
the show about
want?
4 or 5 months ago at $1.84, and it's at 584.
Wow.
And I mean, it looks like it's just going to continue going up. I mean, it's at a 2-year high.
Guys, just so we can circle back, because Howie was giving me some shit about Hex, and then I told you all, I'll turn state's evidence against you motherfuckers any day and bring the whole crew down, and reminded you that Evan was in that play. Evan, what are we looking at Hex? Are we sitting at 50 cents yet?
We're sitting pretty close. It hit 50 today. I know.
Guess what, Evan? I'm gonna work your fucking balls then, buddy, because
It
that's a
looks
win
like
in
it's
my
at 46 right now.
It went when yeah, but it hit 50.
Yeah, it did.
book. Okay.
It's
So,
the second time it's done that.
It hit 51 at 2:00 a.m. last night.
right. So if
46.
you manage to sell at the top, you're looking at a 20% increase in a week. Thanks to Evan and myself. Congratulations. I hope you guys are swing trading that. And then what did we have from you, Sam? What did we do last week?
I
Just
don't
cut
remember.
this out, Evan.
He was joining gym.
Oh yeah.
Join a gym.
So did you lose any poundage this week? I guess would be the
No,
appropriate-
man, because I was torn a lot. But let me tell you, dude, my back, I jacked my back last week doing hardcore Krav Maga a little bit. So it
Mhm.
slowed down. But, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be learning how to take away a knife and shoving up your ass. Okay.
Gaddafi.
Yeah. A knife, guns. That's what I do, dude. I learned to live dangerous.
Did you
All right?
guys splurge in KC and get a little dry rub while you were there? And I think you know what I mean when I say dry rub.
I don't know what you mean because I didn't do any of that. I just literally go gig and then I figure out, how I mean, dude, this is what I'm focused on right now.
Mhm.
Buying some stock with you guys.
Mhm.
I'm always buying gold. I love buying gold. That's what
Okay,
I'm really
perfect
focusing on.
segue into a reader question this week. People are asking, is gold a good store of value moving forward right now? And to be honest, I'm not in any gold right now, and I just I don't know. I don't know the question. Howie, what are your thoughts on gold right now?
Always have between 8 and 14, 15% of your portfolio in gold. Absolutely, man. You can't go wrong with it. I mean, it's not going to shoot through the roof, but it's like gold's a lot like bonds. If the market crashes in a month or so, gold's going to go up a little bit. So you got to have some gold. Every financial advisor, every CFP in the world would tell you, you got to have some gold in your portfolio. Absolutely.
Okay, well, now it's time, if you don't mind, it's time to suck our own dicks because, word on the street was people are crushing and we called you out on it. And since then, the iTunes reviews have rolled in. Sam, would you like to read them or should we have Evan read them?
I mean, like, I think you should read them.
No. I'm doing too much speaking today. Evan, go ahead and bring them up.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
where did you
I
just
got
bring
him.
this out of
I got
nowhere?
him.
What do you mean nowhere? It's
Dude, Neff, you love doing this. You could really get like this really real fun. Like you live for this shit. You wake up in the morning, you run to iTunes, see if anyone left a new review, dude. So read your reviews, dude.
No, Evan, you go ahead and read them.
I have YouTube ones. I don't have
Okay, I'll read them. Okay, this comes from Witch of Wall Street. Best pod ever. Super funny and informative. Chris is so hot. They spelled it with a W. It's probably a millennial girl. I love it when he wears his hair down. His picks are always on point. Boomer Howie is great too. And thanks to Sam, I now have a bug out bag and just started building a survival bunker. Thanks for the fatties, fellas.
Is that from a chick?
That's Witch of Wall Street.
That's his burner.
That's his burner. That's
Okay.
Bob Jones's burner.
This one is titled Making Fat Stacks and Loving Cash Daddies. I look forward to the shows every week. You guys crack me up, and the picks of the week are really helpful too, except for Boomer Howie's. Sorry, Howie, we're all going to take our doubles. Wow, Chris has got 2 burner phones is what it sounds like, huh? Okay.
How many hours did it take you to go find these today?
This one just says best comedic financial podcast. Love the show. I listen to it every week when I milk my cats. Neff knows what I'm talking about. Keep up the good work. Okay, Cash Daddies, changing lives. This comes from Terry, aka T Money. By the way, that last one was from Pooh Say Milker. Anyway, Terry, aka T Money, says, not only is this one of my favorite podcasts, but they are all single-handedly changing lives, and I'm one of them. Got invested into a certain crypto asset when they had the founder on. Ever since, I have seen my portfolio 12x. I mean, seriously, I may retire at 32 and I'm 22. God bless this show and the people behind it. So
I gotta be honest with you, man. I love hearing that. And I really I hate when I post that stuff in a weird way because I'm like, oh, it sounds like I'm like bragging, but it's like, I want everybody to find this show and just being able to make your own money. And, it's like everybody on the show brings something really great to the show and a different aspect to show. And sorry, Neff, give me 2 seconds. You're chomping at the bit, okay, to read another fucking so you can slow milk yourself, okay? But the point is, man, I love this show. And I know people are going to find it more and more when they realize you do legit make money. You have to do some research and work hard. And you can't just go bing, 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 and think it's going to, you got to do some work, but man, the money is out there to be made.
100%. Final 2. And here's the thing. I'm able to take a hit, an L, as you would say in the book. This one says, this is from Catboy33. Best financial podcast on the internet. I love the show. Hate Chris Neff. Everyone else is great. And that's fair, man. I get it.
His name's Catboy?
Yeah. Cat people, you can't put them in the same room. They start fighting with each other like fucking gamecocks. They just go at each other, just like cocks. Oh, yeah. Cat people are like cocks. They just want to touch ends and fight, right?
And
sword fighting.
Final review from Cornwallis 123 titled Writing on Behalf of My Aunt. Thanks to the Cash Daddies pod, my Aunt Ethel Rottencrotch has been able to upgrade from eating cat food to Dinty Moore. The Cash Daddies are doing the Lord's work. Let me circle back a minute. She no longer eats cat food and eats Dinty Moore. Okay? So thank you,
This guy
readers.
nailed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Nailed it.
Ethel Rattencrotch.
Yep, we appreciate your perspective, and it means a lot to us. So do keep those coming, because we hate to say we got to play with the man, but we got to play with the man every now and then, and that's the game.
I want Cash Daddies to get in the top 200 on iTunes. That's my goal.
Well, how do we do that, Sam?
It's more, you got to share the show with people that you think want to make money. And then you got rate and review. And once you see us in the top 200, I think it's going to take off. We just, the readers have to get reading.
Yeah.
By the way, another
No.
like
the readers have to get writing. They would have to write the reviews. And
the readers have to get writing so we get more readers. And by the way, I'm buying tons of books that I'm never going to read. I just want you to know, I'm going to do one of those things where everyone has the books behind them, but it's all going to be books that I have not read. That's what it's going to be.
Like Evan's green screen.
No, Evan's green screen's nice. Guys, we got a great guest. Let's get into it, huh?
Let's do it. I'm excited for this. We met him on the Discord. I meet a lot of people on the Discord. I did.
You met him.
You did.
Okay.
I did. I met him on the
Dude,
Discord.
Dude, you sound. That's like when, like, fucking, like Michael Jordan's wife is like, we won the championship, dude. No, he won that. You did this. You met somebody very nice and had him on the show.
And anyway, we struck up a friendship, if you will. And we've been playing internet tag with each other, trying to get them locked in.
Is that when you send dick pics to each other? Is that what they call it, internet tag?
Code. It's code, yes. So joining us now, everybody. It's a little different here. Most of our crypto nerds, they don't come on the show in their human form. And this gentleman is, and let's see what Colin's got to say. Here he is, everybody. Here's Colin. Okay, everybody. And
Okay, everybody.
I don't like what you did there. Okay, I saw it and I don't like it.
Welcome to Cash Daddies.
Hi,
And-
everybody. Okay.
Hey,
This is the
okay,
interview.
everybody. And
Hey, everybody. This is my internet friends.
Okay. I didn't leave the house all weekend because I was looking after your fucking dog. So be cool. All right. Hey, everybody. Joining us now from our exclusive Cash Daddies Discord to
Link in
discuss
bio.
Tezos with us is Colin, everybody. Colin, thank you for showing up. And more importantly, thank you for not being a crypto weirdo and hiding behind a fake dog. Or,
Hey, dude, I like
Shots
that
fired.
dog and I like that
or
weirdo.
an avatar.
Y'all have some cool people on with the filters. I
Yeah,
don't know how to
dude,
do
don't
that
talk
stuff, to be
shit
honest.
about the dog, bro.
I just
I
find
like
it a little.
that dog.
I just find it a little bit more transparent and a little less sketch. So, Colin, why don't you talk? We met through the Discord through Volrat.
Shout out Volrat. Shout out Volrat. That's my
Nothing
homie.
shady about that.
Oh, that
This is
sounds
how you-
legit.
This is how you
Volrat.
start an interview. Volrat. What's Volrat's number? Is it Volrat 73?
Oh,
That's a
dude.
good question. I don't know.
Because Volrat 71 gets pissed when you mistake the two of them.
Anyway,
there's-
Colin, why don't you
Go
go ahead and tell us about Tezos, because we know it's charting. It's on the charts. It's on the rocket ship.
All right, this one goes out to all you young lovers. It's a
So why don't you just tell us? Because I don't know much about it.
Well, I will tell you what I know. So I'll say, first of all, I'm not like a super smart guy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm an investor.
None of us are. You're going to fit in perfectly.
There you
You'll get along
go.
with
So
Chris really well.
I know a lot about Tezos. So Tezos, they were, if you guys know about the ICO boom back in 2017, ICOs were going crazy and Tezos did an ICO back then, right? And everything was based, all those ICOs were based on
Real
Ethereum.
quick, what the fuck is an ICO?
You know, Howie, if you'd listened last week, you would know it's an initial coin
What?
offering.
Can he talk, Chris? Can he talk?
That's it.
What's an ICO?
It's the equivalent of like a stock market IFO. So initial coin offering. Yes.
So you mean a stock market IPO?
IPO, sorry, IPO.
Okay,
Initial public offering. Same
I
thing.
got you.
A company is releasing tokens and you can register and buy them at the whatever initial price. So
Cool.
in 2017, ICOs were going crazy. There's so many scam ICOs, but there were some really good ones. And if you got in on them back in that day, you're doing well for yourself. So Tezos was an
You
ICO.
5 figures?
I wish, man, but no. So
So you put
Tez-
your paper route money into Tezos 3 years ago.
I should have.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
should have.
Is this
no.
story going to get good at all?
Oh, shut up, Chris. If anybody, it should never criticize anybody about a story. He
Yeah,
hasn't even gotten
Jesus Christ. This
started.
kid's
Let him
story is
tell his
already more
story.
interesting.
Okay, Colin. Colin, go
What's up?
ahead.
All right, so basically Tezos is you could compare it to other smart contract blockchains out there, right? So you could compare it to Ethereum, Polkadot, Avalanche is another one, Solano, Cardano. Cardano and Tezos have a little bit of a rivalry going. Which I don't really know why, but they seem to like be at each other's throats all the time. So the big difference between most of these chains and Tezos is that Tezos, all these other chains are all basically based off Ethereum. So like they took Ethereum and then kind of cloned it and made their own with some tweaks, right? for the most part. So Tezos built from the ground up, completely start from scratch, built from the ground up. That's the first main difference. Second main difference is that it has a governance system unlike any other blockchain that's already proven and working. And it's really definitely unique and doesn't get the respect that it deserves, in my opinion.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, so the way it works is basically, so if you know the difference between proof of work and proof of stake. So
this
like
is a great point. We
Yeah.
do, but I would love it if you put it out there, because again, this is when we talk about big words and they go over people's heads. I don't think we've ever defined the difference. So if you wouldn't mind just going over
Yeah.
proof of work versus proof of stake to educate, that'd be amazing.
very simple for the most part. Proof of work is like Bitcoin and Ethereum is still on proof of work, where you use hardware to secure the network, or powerful hardware to secure the network, right? Proof of stake is different in that you secure the network with your holdings pretty much. So you'll take, say you hold 1,000 Tezos, you'll be like, oh, I'm going to set these 1,000 Tezos aside and they're going to be used to secure the network. And Tezos has the way that Tezos like staking works is they call it baking, which is just a freaking word, but you bake your Tezos and you help secure the network. People who run nodes on Tezos, they're called bakers. You can either run your own node, be a baker, or you can or you can delegate to a baker and bake your Tezos, and that secures the network. So the only difference is it doesn't like to run a node. You could do it with like a little tiny nothing computer, no electricity, no power consumption. And then, Bitcoin miners and like Ethereum miners, they're just like sucking power down, right?
So would an apt analogy be you're turning Coke into crack? Is that anywhere close?
Cooking, yeah, sure. Cooking it up, right? You're baking it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
So,
that's
yeah.
great. I think that's great. So my question is like, why do people want to basically do this? What would be the perks of doing all this and not just like being like kind of us just in the market buying and selling?
Right. So if you have Tezos, when you stake your Tezos or you bake it, I use stake a lot just because of DeFi, but they call it baking. So when you bake your Tezos, you're getting a return, right? So you're getting a reward for securing the network. And that's constantly feeding into the network. So if you're not staking it, you're really, you're just missing out. You're missing out on those rewards. So why wouldn't you do it? It's like if you had a Bitcoin miner and it's sitting in your garage and you're just letting it sit there.
I think, staking, baking, whatever, stake and bake. Can we call it that?
Steak
and bake.
There's some bakers on Tezos called Bake My Steak.
Steak and
Yeah.
bake, baby. We're just
Yeah.
staking and baking over here. But I think it's really important as the crypto world starts to develop more and more. I just feel like so many people, and I totally get it, treat crypto like stocks,
Mhm.
buy low, sell high, and they're selling real quick, and it makes it very unstable market. It's like so hard to get any of these coins to explode because people are just selling the minute they make $1. And I
Yeah.
love the idea of steak and bacon because I think that this is going to be a way to get people to hold their cash. I'm staking on Celsius. I'm doing belly well over there. I'm doing some Uniswap staking of my Rockfin stuff, Ethereum, and some Raycoin. So yeah, I think people gotta look into staking because I think it helps the market. Helps
Let's
put a little
differentiate the two. And Colin, correct me if I'm wrong. There's a difference between being on Celsius or BlockFi and collecting interest versus staking, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Gross.
Well, yes. So like BlockFi, you said Celsius, whatever, they're just giving you a small return for basically using their platform, where like baking on Tezos or some of the other projects, they're like, that's built into the code, right? It's designed to do that for you. Or like if you do any of the stuff on Uniswap, which is where we all started, that's like built into the code. So it's a
So
little
on
bit different.
Uniswap, I'm baking.
No, you're staking. Yeah. Baking, you could just forget baking is a Tezos term. It's just all staking pretty much.
Yeah, but the difference is on BlockFi or
Well, if
Celsius.
it's the same thing, why did mom yell at me?
I don't know.
I'm gonna repeat this question because it's gone over his head twice. Now, however, if Sam is putting his money on Celsius and or BlockFi, he is not staking, correct? He's just grabbing interest. So if he wants to ramp up his profits, he should start staking, correct?
Depends if it's built into whatever project's code. If it's built into their platform, then yeah, you definitely want to do it. Some of those little secondary ones are nice for sure, but yeah, I would definitely say, like, for instance, if you had Tezos and you were staking it, I think they still call it staking no matter what. But if you stake on these platforms, it's probably not as frugal as if you were doing it direct on chain, pretty much.
What's the minimum amount of time you can stake?
It's infinite.
So you can stake for 2 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah,
Stake for a
there's
day.
no lockup on Tezos. So some projects, another project that I follow sometimes called Secret Network, they have a lockup
Man.
period. So when you stake it, it's locked for, I should know this, but I think it's 30 days. So you can't unstake it for 30 days, which really helps. Like you were saying, Sam, with the volatility, right? If you're locked in there for 30 days and then then the price just explodes, you have to wait 30 days before you can unstake it to sell. So it keeps it
Time
more
out
stable.
right there. Let's say you stake it and on day 25, the thing pops 78%. You're telling me you can't get out?
You're locked
Without
in
a
there,
fee,
bro.
right? Without a penalty fee.
No, you can't at all. It's locked into the
That's
smart
then
contract.
why in the hell how is there any way that it's a good thing to stake?
Well, that's
what-
only
what-
Secret Network. So Tezos doesn't have any lockup. You can unstake at any time. You can stake, unstake.
Okay.
at any point.
Uniswap, you can unstake at any time, but
Yeah.
Chris's hex is locked in till like 2022.
All right, homeboy, slow your roll. Let me
You
be
slow
very
your
clear.
roll.
Okay, let's just roll it up. Here's the deal. I have staked hex that was gifted to me, and I have my liquid hex, like I've already explained, because I'm going to double it within 6 months and then roll it into another stake just to prove a point to Howie. So I am liquid and I am staked. Two different things.
So if
Yeah,
you
the whole-
How
guys-
many genders is that?
14.
The whole thing with the stake, I like the fact that you can unstake at any time. That makes sense because I don't care a shit what you invest in. If it's a house, an antique, a stock, an IPO, if something jumps ridiculously high, ridiculously fast, you have to be able to get out. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit what it is.
you want your assets to be liquid, right? You don't want to be locked in to anything. I understand that.
No, I mean, in anything you want to be, I don't care if you own municipal bonds or treasuries or let's say I have an annuity, which I've been in for 4 years. I know that in the 5th year, if I take it out, I'll get a 7% penalty. But my point is, if that investment vehicle jumps 20, 30, 40% in a short period of time, I mean, the wise thing, you gotta take profits.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's why Tezos is great. You can stake.
That's a
you
good
know.
thing if you can unstake at any time without a penalty.
So I would like to talk about the governance in Tezos because that's like the first thing is the two main things in my opinion that set it apart from all these other like pretty much Ethereum clones. First of all, is built from the ground up. Like it wasn't there's no code taken from someone else. They built it all from scratch. For two, the governance model. So the governance model, we were talking about baking, right? With bakers. So Tezos can never be forked. If you guys know what a fork chain is, right? So like Bitcoin's forked several times now. Ethereum's forked once. Basically when people who run the network don't agree, it splits and makes two separate chains. And it's like pretty big issue, to be honest. Tezos cannot be forked because all the governance, all the upgrades are done on chain. So if you're a baker, you can make a proposal for a network upgrade on chain, and then everyone else on the network can go and vote on it. So everyone pretty much the network's controlled by everyone, literally. So, Ethereum and other projects kind of want to get to that, but it's they're more centralized, whereas a small group of people pretty much determine the way Ethereum upgrades are going to go, right? And Tezos, like my dumbass, can go on there and make a proposal. If people like it, they're going to vote on it, and shit will just upgrade. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like, oh, this little 5 group of nerds sitting in a conference table decided that they wanted this upgrade to go through. It's definitely way more community driven. There's been some crazy stuff that's happened on proposals, and it's just interesting.
What's the weirdest one you've heard?
Proposals? It's just like people spamming things. Like, I don't know, like there's someone who proposed spammed a bunch of proposals, basically trying to like shill his little token or something. And it's weird to see that happen because no one, like, it's how the network's supposed to be worked, right? So,
so my whole thing is I get very nervous when we start having an open democracy, and anybody can vote.
Well, yeah, because you're a fucking dictator. Of course that would scare you.
No. It's nice though, because it's dependent on it's dependent on the whole community. So like the upgrade won't go through until consensus is achieved, right? So you have to have consensus, and then it's like, all right, now we're going to upgrade the network. That doesn't happen with other chains. Like Ethereum, they were like, hey, we want to upgrade the network. This other group said no, they split, or they were going to change the network. But anyways, that's a big difference with Tezos that other people don't have. They don't have that governance on chain voting and upgrading, and it's already working. That's the other thing. It's not like it's coming. This shit's been, they've upgraded 3+ times. Proof of stake's been, Tezos one of the first blockchains with proof of stake working. Ethereum still doesn't have it yet. And they've been, since I've been in crypto, Ethereum's been talking about having proof of stake, still not here.
Yeah, and I just want to provide a little context as far as where it sits market cap wise. Currently 31 on CoinMarketCap, right between PancakeSwap, Monero, Crow, DAI, VeChain. So we're Theta. We're not talking about a quote shit token, unquote.
No,
it's legit.
So the way I found
why didn't you do your air quotes while you did that?
And we're not talking about
important.
a
legit
quote shit token, unquote, correct?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. It just lets me know you mean business right there. It's a lot more important.
Some people might not be interested unless it was a shit coin.
They're what do they call the shit eaters that just love shit coin? Is there a term for them?
I have a friend.
Are they called the Germans?
Degens, yes, the Degens.
Do we call them the Shizers?
The Degens, they're apes. They want to ape in.
Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones that grew up playing video games and pissing in Mountain Dew bottles, so they are prepped for this kind of action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've done fucking 7-day benders in World of Warcraft, and and
fecal eaters.
Yeah, and
fecal eaters,
and carved their avatar's name in blood with a razor blade on their wrist to get pussy. These guys are fucking pros.
Howie has the energy right now of the old detective, right?
Which one?
Doesn't want to put up with our shit. He's like, what do you guys talk? Guys, I'm tired of you young whippersnappers.
He's like the guy at Point Break.
And move on.
What's the dude's
Gary Busey?
He's Gary Busey.
No, he's more like Angela Lansbury in Murder, She Wrote.
No,
he's ready
dude,
for tea and early bedtime.
No,
Angela
it's just
Lansbury.
like he's like, these kids today, these young
take
kids
two, Utah.
don't know about
You're
good
not fine,
detective work.
I'll take 2, Utah. Give me 2.
I'm listening.
Hey, so
Listen.
I got a question about something. So
I got 2 weeks of retirement.
2 weeks. I'm gonna go fishing. I just want to go fishing. I want to go catch some red snapper.
Just so you know, his name in the movie was Angelo Babbitt, in case anybody's interested.
Yeah,
Okay, go on.
that's quite a fact.
Fun
Directed
fact.
by Catherine Bigelow.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Amazing. Go on.
Also a feature by Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers as one of the Bad Surfers.
And the lead
Oh
singer.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't-
Remember War Child when Patrick Swayze's got to be like, back off, War Child.
That wasn't Flea. That was the lead singer.
Correct. That was Ketis. Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. You know what?
Uh,
You are
Jesus
on game.
Christ.
You are
See,
on
I'm
point
telling
today.
you, the old detective, man, he's silent but deadly.
Yeah.
Wake him up with early 90s Point Break references, and he's going to put you in your.
Dude, I had a rough day, man. The Jets new quarterback threw 4 interceptions in the
This-
first
let's-
half.
Why are you?
Dude, this
just
is
give
what
up?
happens. This is what happens. We'll talk about it.
We're gonna get yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to do this because we go in the time machine,
Yeah.
but maybe we'll talk about that. Or maybe we already talked about that, dude. We already talked about that.
Buddy, the only way the Jets are ever going to win is if you go back in a time machine to like Super Bowl III. That's the only way this shit's ever going to
As
work.
a Jet fan, I cannot disagree with you.
2010.
Dude, Mark Sanchez was your
Yeah.
savior.
AFC
Yeah.
Championship. We lost to the Steelers, but we still went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he,
Oh,
and then
did
he
you get a
fired off a famous
participation
ass
trophy?
fumble.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus
Colin, who's your
Christ.
team?
That's
Dude,
aggressive. T.
I grew up lame, man. Parents didn't get me into sports, so I don't really follow sports at all.
So you've been hanging out in the
Loser.
forest of Endor ever since, huh?
Yeah.
Colin, I just want to throw this out there. I mean, just stereotypically, I bet you kick ass in video games. I bet you are solid.
Dude, he's too good looking to be in the video games. Look at
Oh, I
that
bet
guy.
you he's
That guy-
good at it though.
That guy looks like Norman Donald's long lost child, doesn't he? Like his hey, okay.
I do play video
Fire.
games, but I definitely suck, dude. I'm not.
Oh,
that good.
really?
Yeah.
I
Why you're
figured
too busy
could.
pounding puss to play video games, right? Think Evan even knows how to use a controller. He's out there just fucking wrecking shop.
No,
He
you know
doesn't give
you're,
a shit about the final level
you're,
boss.
you're a
Fuck that
gamer when you
noise.
have the glowy mouse, right?
Ah, there you go.
Straight up fucking. That's fucking
Oh, he
straight
does.
up
You look at
millennial
young
puss
kids are-
bait right
dude,
there, buddy.
An
I
old
don't play games
detective
on my
is throwing
computer.
up in his mouth right now. He's like, you whippersnappers.
Out there split roasting Gen Zers on a nightly basis. That's what that kid is doing.
So baking and staking. Baking is when you basically what you I'm trying to understand. Is that when you stake on the blockchain of
Yeah.
the token?
Yeah,
Is that what
it's-
that's what I'm trying to get?
baking
am I
is
right,
just
Chris?
baking is just the term Tezos made up. It's staking. It is staking.
Same
literally.
thing as staking. They're just trying to start to brand it.
Yeah.
A different way to set them
Then
apart.
why did
from
you
staking.
yell at me, Neff?
I wouldn't call being didactic yelling. I would just be calling it losing patience with a retard.
So you guys are into NFTs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't even
Yeah,
know.
they're amazing.
By the way, we might as well pull it up, Evan. Our Twitter today. I retweeted something about an hour ago. Another huge smash and grab for like 500 Ethereum. It's another cat. We would love to get involved in NFTs, but it just seems like this market is insane. And again, we're throwing darts
but
at the
Neff,
dartboard.
Doesn't it
come to
seem
Tezos.
more-
Come to Tezos.
Oh,
Tezos-
whoa. Hey,
whoa,
hey,
whoa.
hey.
Whose
When you
balls are
start
you
talking with your hands, you're doing one or two things around here, all right? You're either working balls or you feel like you're in the
I'm
mafia.
welcoming you. I'm welcoming you. Come.
Yeah.
Come, let me hug you. Come to
Okay,
Tezos.
so if we want to get into the NFT game, because we've been talking about this lately, our fucking Cash Daddies crew, they just crank out these dope ass beats and memes. And we'd love to get them on a platform. We're talking with somebody last week about, hey, maybe it's Cardano because it's cheaper to print them. Are you telling me? And I hope you are, because you're on a soft sell with Tezos, which I appreciate. But are you telling me it's cheaper to print NFTs on the Tezos than it is Cardano?
Dude, what are you, a late night infomercial guy? Whoa, are you telling me that we can take our memes and put it on here? Because
I
Yes.
feel
my mind.
I feel like that guy with the piece
1999.
of tape, that slaps the water bot. It just
Stops the
solves
water
I feel like
problem.
Neff's the guy that sells you that holy water and the fucking saran wrap, and as soon as you open it in the mail, people just start sending you greenbacks, man.
Buddy, I'm all about plug and leaks. So
Yeah.
if you're telling me, is it cheaper to put NFTs on
Yeah.
Tezos?
Yeah,
It is?
actually, Tezos has the largest NFT marketplace called Hin.
Why are
If
we
you haven't
just
heard of it,
hearing about this?
Tezos
not-
has the largest NFT marketplace bigger. I'm sure you've heard of OpenSea. Bigger than OpenSea.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger than OpenSea.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't OpenSea have some troubles last week or the week before? Maybe a
don't
little
know.
hackery.
Yeah, no, insider trading.
Insider trading.
Oh.
See, that's what scares us about NFTs. It's not to say we don't want to inside trade because we're all about that action, but we don't want to be the fucking guy holding the bag either.
Yeah. Yeah. So Tezos has super low fees, man. Like I think a fee is like a penny. It costs like nothing to do a transaction, to mint an NFT, to buy one, to anything is super low fees on Tezos. That's why a lot of people like it. They call them green NFTs because like some of these large NFTs get so many bids. It's like, oh, it's enough electricity to run a neighborhood for a month or something. Yeah, it's not like that on Tezos at all. Also, fun fact about Tezos, a lot of celebrities been coming to Tezos to start marketing their NFTs. And I don't know, you guys listen to Linkin Park back in the day or still?
What are you kidding me?
I mean, I don't know how old you guys all are.
Talk to Evan. Talk to Evan.
It's
if
my
you're gonna bring that
childhood.
shit in here.
Love Linkin Park.
Lincoln Park.
You
My
love
childhood.
Linkin Park?
I don't love them,
Jesus
but like a
Christ.
few of the hits. I'm not like
You
a
just
devout
said you
fan.
love them, and now
Didn't
you're
their
saying
lead
you don't
singer,
love them.
didn't he like have a little mishap?
Yeah. R.I.P. Chester. But yeah, so their other singer, so Chester, he was the singers or whatever for them, and then they had the rapper guy, right? His name is Mike Shinoda. So Mike has been starting to purchase, and he's going to be starting to mint NFTs on Tezos. And I know like Doja Cat, which is like, my girlfriend knows who Doja Cat is. I don't know who the heck it is. It's some singer or something, but a lot of celebrities been coming to Tezos for NFTs specifically because it's just way more accessible, man. Like I tried doing NFTs. I tried doing all sorts of DeFi stuff on Ethereum, and it's like you send a transaction, it's $100. You're like, I'm not going to do that. Like, it could fail, and you just lost $100. You know what I mean?
And can you tell our readers it's called HIN? Is it HIN?
HEN.
HEO HIN.
Hits and
Bro,
nip.
scared money don't make money.
That is true. You know,
What
I had a
kind
friend
of
that used to say
celebrity?
that all the time.
What kind of celebrity do you need to be approached to pitch an NFT? Do you think we're at that level?
I think you could definitely do that. You guys obviously have a following, Volrat. I don't know how much more of the Cash Day community is in at Tezos, but I mean, obviously some of them are. I'll definitely say it's worth, they're just like today, there was an NFT release of like 666 NFTs on Tezos called Project Neon, and they sold out in like, I don't know, a minute. It sold out like instantly, and already reselling for like tens of thousands. I don't know. Tezos probably sell close to $10,000 reselling, and it just released this morning.
Let me ask you something about NFT and copyright infringement because it's been on my mind lately. Let's say I have a stalker, which I have many of, and one of them wants to take a picture of me and mom and Sweeters, and
And
without
your
my
new cat.
approval, does some art with it and then puts it on the blockchain. Do I have any rights to say, hey, that's my money after it sells for $1.5 million? If it's my likeness?
I'm not a legal expert. That's a really good question, man.
That
I don't
is
know.
a great question. Now,
That's a
what
really good-
episode is this? What
I-
episode is this?
I feel like
59. Fuck yeah, dude.
Took
Fuck
a
yeah.
while, but I got there.
Yeah, 59 with a good question.
I feel like
Great
you would have to
question.
settle that in like court, but like, how would you even know? Like, you might not even know who the person is. Right?
Bro, somebody's gonna know if mom and Sweeters and me are in the same picture. We're kind of famous.
But like, if whoever put it on the blockchain, how would you know who did that?
That's
a
my
great-
point.
That's where legislation starts, and that's what's going to fuck everything up.
I don't
Do you
know,
have
man. It's crazy.
concerns about the government coming in and cracking down on crypto in general?
Definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. But I prefer if they would just make some kind of rules, because right now there's like pretty much none.
Right.
Why do
So
you
from-
want rules?
Well, just something to
You
go off
gotta
of, right?
have
So,
rules.
for instance, my
Why,
project,
Howie? Why do we have to have rules?
here's the thing. Here, I'll
I
explain
think
it
you gotta have
beautifully.
something.
So right now, my project Rocket, right? We wanna, we're like a crowdfunding platform for new projects. So these SEC has pretty much said we don't have any guidance on like basically companies launching crypto platforms. We have no guidance on this. But in the future, if we make guidance, we can still sue you if we go back and find you're breaking the future guidance. Like how crazy is that?
Yeah,
You know what I
here's
mean?
the thing. The SEC doesn't know anything about it, and they've been late
No.
to the party, but obviously they need to tax anybody that's making money. And sure, I could see them retroactively going after people that have been buying and selling this shit for years without claiming it because they haven't been KYC'd by the fucking people allowing them to do it. So I warn
KYC, yeah.
anybody that's been doing this for years, surreptitiously and not reporting it. Don't be surprised if you get a knock on the door and the IRS says, just so you know, this is retroactive for 6 years. You owe us the fucking money. And then have an exit strategy. Make sure your bug out bag's ready to go. And you've already got a place in Costa Rica because I wouldn't fucking pay them.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I just think it's wild.
To all the feds that listen to the show, I pay my taxes full out. Pay them.
Me too.
If I owe you money, I will pay you. I don't know Chris Neff. I don't even know who this dude is.
No.
He just showed up one day on the show and now he won't go away. Okay.
No, I pay taxes every day.
Every day.
Yeah,
I
it's-
love paying taxes.
It's worrisome because like if there was rules, you would know how to operate within those rules, right? When there's no rules, but they say there's also possible consequences based on no rules, you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Well, there will be soon. They are going to put in, I don't know what, but they're going to put in certain restrictions
Yeah.
coming up just because it's the Wild West.
These politicians are
Where do you see
Morons.
this? Where do you see Tezos in a year? What's it trading at right now, E?
it's at 640 or something like that.
$5.97.
Oh, market took a big dump since I last looked.
Is it a buy right now?
Yeah, I have weekly buys on Tezos that I do. So
So you're just
100%.
DCAing into your position in Tezos?
mhm.
Okay.
I mean, I'm heavily integrated, like been around since the start, heavily active in the community, have a project in the community. So yeah. I'm
why
here
don't
to
you
stay.
tell us about your project Red Rocket?
Red Rocket.
So real quick, I will say I had some friends once they saw that OnlyFans was shutting down, right? They're like, "Hey guys, we gotta make a crypto OnlyFans. Like, what are you gonna do?" So the first thing I did was Google crypto OnlyFans, and what does it popped up? Cum Rocket.
We know. We
So
know.
you decided to name it after a dog's dick.
No, I threw in the red. It's not called Red Rocket.
It's Rocket.
Red
yeah.
Rocket.
Rocket Launchpad. You could go to rocketlaunchpad.io and look at our website, but basically it's a Kickstarter for crypto projects, crowdfunding. If you hold the Rocket token, you can stake it on a platform and participate.
I thought
And-
homeboy just said Rocket Taco for a second.
Rocket Taco. The Rocket token, you stake it on a platform and you can get in pretty much like a early sale on these projects. So I'm sure you've heard of launch pads like BSC Pad, Pancake Swap, or not Pancake Swap, what am I talking about? BSC Pad, Paid Network. What are some other ones? There's a bunch of different launch pads. So we're the same thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Just for Tezos. And Tezos really needed a launch pad because it was really hard for projects to get started. And yeah, there I am. Really hard for projects to get started and develop on Tezos and get funding. So we really help them with their initial token listing.
I got to tell you, this
listing.
is the softest pitch I've ever heard. We come in talking about Tezos, and then I have to remind you, you have a project. I trust
We come
you
in here
already.
talking about Tezos, you're talking about Tezos, and somehow it's all going to work out.
No,
I'll
but I
enjoy
love it.
myself, man.
I love it. So
Hey,
I'm not-
Colin,
I'm not-
I see in your future, Colin, you talking from people with those weird, fucking, motivational speakers,
no.
microphone.
No.
Anthony
Tony
Robbins, you're like,
Robbins.
dude, Tezos, what does it matter? Tomato. Am I right, everybody? Come on,
So-
everybody. And then you're going to do your rich white guy dancing that you couldn't find a beat, even if you were a detective like Howie.
The Windows 95 release dance.
okay, so Colin, here's what I'm saying.
I got
Um,
mad skills on the dance floor.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure. Two things I know about you, Howie. A couple things. One, you're super funny. Two, you're a great guy. Three, you can ball. Four, you could fucking do dancing, and you probably power fuck too. Those are my things if I had to guess about you.
For at least
So-
10 to 15 seconds.
So, Colin, we're always about helping people that we like and we meet in this industry. You're saying right now you have like a Kickstarter. So, do you have some sort of pre-launch that's incoming? Do you have some sort of benefit for us if we want to invest in your project early? What's going on?
Yeah, so we have several projects lined up for launch. So basically, you get to participate in these projects at the start at a lower listing price, like a discount, pretty much. So the last one was a 30% discount. So like, as soon as the project launches, you're already 30% up, pretty much, upon listing. And then not only that, you're just getting it at the ground floor. It's like, I would say almost like I don't know, like a private sale type of thing, but not, because there's still private sales. But yeah, you're getting
I love
in
the way,
early.
yeah. Trust me, I'm going to do some investigating on your company. Can you make sure and drop all this contact information with E in the chat here? So when we put the episode out tomorrow, we can link them to your page.
What's the minimum investment you will take?
So we have a tier-based system. So like, depending on how many rocket you stake, depends on which tier you fall under and how many of
Give me the tiers, bro.
Yeah, so we have the Milky Way, or Triangle and Milky Way Andromeda tiers. So it's all space, themed.
Yeah,
And,
space is fake and gay. Go on.
The minimum tier is 25,000 rocket. So with Tezos right now, it's probably like about, oh God, don't ask me to do math. $300.
Now, okay, but here's my
I'm in.
I'm in too, but I need to know what kind of hole you got lined up if you're getting into the world of pornography. Do you have a
Dude,
name?
okay.
It's a legit question.
It's not. You had a legit question earlier. Now you think you're on fire and it's just gone. Whenever you start talking about holes,
There's no reason to mention holes.
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't
what
need to
kind of
hear
hot
about
hole? What kind of hot hole do you have lined
No.
up? Do you have anybody exclusive that I might know their work?
What kind?
So
Ron
hold
Jeremy.
on. You were talking about women?
Yeah.
Oh my!
I don't know where the porn
God,
thing
Neff.
came from at all.
What's that?
Where did the porn thing come from? I know we
Yeah.
said
Yeah,
cum
well, hold
rockets.
on. I thought you said you want to be in competition with Cum Rocket and like an
That
OnlyFans.
was one of my friends wanted to start. He wanted
Oh.
to start a new project on crypto, and
So Rocket's
mine-
gay porn. Is that what you're telling me? Because I'm
Okay,
into that
all right.
No, so Rocket
Okay.
is
Save
just a
that for
launch
the
pad.
Patreon.
Wait.
Neff
Hold on.
After Dark, where he just does.
Oh no,
Colin,
Fucking-
Colin, I'm sorry I got so confused. So what is Rocket?
Rocket is just a project launch pad. Projects building on Tezos.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
so
it.
we launched them,
My bad.
help them raise funds, help them do their token. That's pretty basic. Yeah, that's it. No porn involved, unfortunately.
Okay.
No, fortunately.
Hey, that's a
Fortunately.
crowded marketplace. It's a tough thing to get into right
I-
now. And then of course, OnlyFans, somebody put a gun to that CEO's head after he found Jesus
Yes.
48 hours later and said, "Hey, fuckface." So
I mean, everyone was just thinking like, oh, they're doomed. Goodbye, OnlyFans. They're like, never mind. We're gonna keep doing porn. But yeah, so you
Yeah.
get in on these projects pretty much at the start at it's just Kickstarter is a good example because like you get benefits of getting in early.
And what's your background?
Have you guys thought about getting on Start Engine?
Start Engine? Yeah, I'm not
Start
familiar
Engine
with
is
it.
where people are trying to get like funding for their projects. Go there, and they help you get funding. I'm in a couple of them. I own a professional football league.
Oh, I see.
I'm part of a new social media that is for gamers. You and Ev and your nerd dork
our glowing
mouses
mouses.
could join.
No, yeah, the Rocket is just basically solely Tezos, solely projects built on Tezos. So we have a couple lined up. You could see them if you go to the Launchpad tab on our website. You can see what's coming up. Next one coming up is called Crypto Easy, and they offer portfolio staking. So without getting too much into it, yeah, it's just a way to earn from your whole portfolio through their Easy token. But I would say one thing that sets us different from most launch pads is like, there's a lot of scams. And like, I think BSC is the biggest scam place.
What's
for
the name of
launch
your
tokens.
website, by the way, again?
So rocketlaunchpad.io.
Okay.
Okay, we will check it out. Final thoughts? Anything else you want to drop on us?
No, just thank you guys for letting me on. It's fun. Love talking with you all.
And give your Discord handle a shout out as well as your Twitter, if you don't mind.
My Discord is CC from space pound 8008. Twitter is at CC from space.
Okay. Well, sweet.
Boom.
Thanks for
up.
contributing to our community. I've definitely learned a lot from you already in the Discord, and I apologize about the
porn.
The
pornography.
whole jokes.
Yeah,
The whole jokes.
Yeah, I apologize for the whole jokes.
So
I'll set you
real
up
quick,
with it.
if we go to Rocket, we want to like grab a tier. What do we do?
You're gonna have to buy Rocket tokens first, which you would have to get from the Quippy Swap exchange. We're also on L Bank exchange.
Quick swap.
Quipu Swap, QUIPU.
Oh my God.
Look at Howie. Look at Howie. Do you see that guy at the bottom?
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, this is never going to happen in my
We
life.
have a tutorial though, because we understand it's not like the most simplest of processes.
Do me a
right?
favor. Drop
There
that.
we
Drop
go.
that. Drop that toot on Twitter, and I'll make
Just
sure and retweet it tomorrow.
Send an email with everything I could
Oh
possibly.
yeah. I'll reply to that email. I'll put everything, put links. I'll put the link to our Medium, and we have a lot of tutorials on how to operate the platform. It's really not that complicated, but it is. We definitely know there's a learning curve.
Well, we wish you luck with your project, and don't be a stranger. And thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you all having me.
Thanks, Colin.
Wow. Great. That was great. I learned a
except for
lot
the
about
butter.
staking, learned a lot about bacon, learned that Howie could care less about staking and bacon. My
Bacon and
God.
bacon and ass
Staking
shaking.
and bacon, buddy. Staking and bacon.
I got to do a better job listening to people. I thought he was getting into the porn game.
No,
So-
you hear what you want to hear, bro.
The
Yeah,
Chiefs
I
just
know.
fumbled.
Chiefs
Okay,
is-
now everybody's going to be confused because we're in a time machine.
Yeah, we're in a time machine, bro.
Guys, big week coming up. Howie, I'm very curious to know what your thoughts are with the Fed Open Market Committee. They're going to get together this week.
Yep.
Are we going to see them pull back and start to taper? Because if it does, we might see an interest rate raise on the horizon. Nope.
They're not going to do anything, not till 2022. Nothing's going to happen. I mean,
And don't forget, I have a bet with you that we don't see that raised. Evan, do you mind pulling it up? Evan, do you still work here?
Sometimes.
Or have you just checked out in your head? Because
What do
I
you
would.
want him to do? I think
No.
he's doing a great job.
He's doing an amazing job, but I guarantee you, he's literally sweating that screen, going, "I got my 5 max with Tommy G right now, and if the fucking Ravens cover, I'm
by
hitting
the way, the
fucking-
Ravens are going to cover because
Yeah,
they
and
just, they
he's
just
gonna hit
recovered a
his
fumble.
5 max parlay, and then as soon as he cashes, he's gonna be like, "See you dumb fucks later."
I'm in a sweater in my fantasy league. I need Travis Kelce to do something.
Oh, you got a minute left.
Besides, leave the game in defeat.
Well, they got 3 timeouts.
So Howie, from what I understand, they're gonna speak for 2 days.
Yeah.
And then they're going to make some sort of announcement. So what are we looking at here? We're on the table is tapering, and
Not much is going to happen. I don't believe so. I think they're kind of just going to let things go because, unemployment's done. People are getting back to work. Things really are starting to get a little better. The economy's starting to boom a little bit. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to mess with it.
and what about unemployment? Because those numbers are going to come out this week too, I believe. No, not unemployment.
No.
Housing's coming out this week.
Housing's coming out, and I mean it'll be interesting. I think they'll probably see prices of same sales homes will probably, in my opinion, stay the same or drop a little bit.
They're going to drop a little bit, just a tick, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
But it doesn't take much to move rates in that.
Rates.
I'm not talking about Fed interest rates. I'm talking about mortgage rates.
Oh yeah. No, that's a whole different animal. But I don't think those will move that much either. I don't think we're going to see a change now. It's going to be a really interesting week more than anything with some of the stocks we own, man. I mean, dude, you look at OCGN, and for the first time in a long time, that shit finally closed at around 790.
Buddy, one more pop and I'm out.
No, I mean, and I'm looking at this thing, and like I said from the get-go, the reason I liked it was because the chart was so beyond shady. And barring some disastrous news, this thing looks like it's going to pop to 12 or 13.
Yeah, well, what's the latest on the World Health Organization approval on that? I mean, is that still in play?
I haven't heard.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's happened. They haven't come out and announced anything.
Okay. We do need to talk about a couple of things. Pfizer's in the news. Looks like our third jab's been approved if you're 65 and up. And
If you're old.
I think if I heard correctly, Nicki Minaj threw her hat in the ring and was chatting about Pfizer. And then Pfizer's one of their big drugs, Chantix, got recalled. That's the cigarette anti-smoking. I don't think that's going to affect the stock too much. But
dude, I mean, here's that's just very interesting because that's been out for a while, that drug.
Long time.
And, you know, I mean, people are starting to get pushed back on these vaccines and vaccine passports. Stuff's coming out about, you know, basically breakthrough cases. Israel is having a giant spike in breakthrough case and death. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. I know they're juggernauts and it's going to be real hard to affect them, but
yeah, you're not going to touch Pfizer's Pfizer. They have $1 billion drugs.
Pfizer.
Stocks at 44
Pfizer.
bucks. Probably going to
Pfizer.
I just want to I want to mention a little Wall Street Bets on the Street talk. Word on the Wall Street Bet Street is they're all playing a stock called Smile Direct Club. So if you want to be on the cutting edge of the meme world, I say go take a look at it. I haven't done enough to take a look at it to make an opinion or form an opinion on it, so I'm not going near it. And then word on the street is Shiba Inu just fucking popping. Yeah, well, you keep in mind, I already hold shares for us, which I will pinch at some point once it pops even more than it already has. But they went live on.
Send me mine.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Now, why won't you send those? Because of the gas fees?
Gas fees, yeah. So right now, it went up on Coinbase, and that's where we saw all the movement from, to my knowledge. Is that correct, Evan?
Yeah, Coinbase, and I think it was up on Binance too.
Yes, it was. So it went from Binance and then Coinbase. So that's why you're seeing the movement there. And then I think I just want to address a couple reader questions, and then we can do our picks and we can call this, right?
Yeah.
So Evan, can you pull up those reader picks or reader questions off the Twitter?
Yep.
We had some late ones.
We have two.
Okay, let's hear them.
When a stock splits, is it good to buy before or after the split, or does it even matter?
No, I mean, you know, a lot of people say there's a psychological thing as far as buying the stock, that more people will buy it after the split. It's really not true, man. You own the same price. It's the same price. So the bottom line is, if you're going to buy a stock that splits, just buy it because you like the stock. It's fundamentally good. Technically, it's going up. That's more important.
Yeah, but from recent splits that we saw on Tesla and Apple, they both did rise into the run up. So Howie's absolutely correct. There's no fundamental change with the value, but the psychological change is huge. And then it can fall
be
off.
Not always.
Correct.
All right, next one.
Huge win for the Chiefs. For the Ravens. Huge win for the
Very
Ravens.
big win.
That was like I hate to say 2 games in, that was like an important game for them, because you go down 0-2 in that division, you're in deep shit.
And it's the Chiefs.
Dude, Lamar Jackson had 107 yards rushing. Think about that. 16. He's a quarterback. It's unbelievable.
Last question. Howie Dewey, thoughts on gold? Is it dead or a good hedge if the market corrects?
Great hedge. That's why you buy it. You buy it for the hedge. I would say in everyone's portfolio right now, you should have 10 to 15% gold. Absolutely, man. And there's different ways you can buy it. You don't necessarily have to buy concrete gold. you can buy ETFs like I believe it's AU. I think it's AU. You can buy ETFs, you can buy mutual funds, but just you got to own some gold.
And I'm just going
AU.
to pick this up from the weekly reader questions in the Discord because Sam, it came up earlier. Is Fubo a good play? Millions of subscribers worldwide, online gambling integration coming soon. Did you not just tell us that the All-American soon-to-be 12-team football league is going to be on Fubo?
Yeah,
Would you say that's a buy then?
I would say it's a buy.
Okay. And then
Hey, I'm
Howie,
gonna go buy some right now. What's it, Fubu?
Fubo. And then
Fubu. Those who hats
That's-
back in the 80s.
that's the Carl Kanai shit. Totally different thing.
That's what hood rats go to traffic court dressed up in. Fubu.
This one is
Evan
he doesn't
face
know.
was, is that offensive? Am I gonna have to put that
I'm
out?
looking at a chart right now. I'm totally checked out.
Are you looking at how much your team lost in fantasies at the
Pick
chart?
of the week. Pick of the week. Pick of the week. Don't worry about it.
Kelsey had a big game.
So what happens on Tommy's show if your picks of the week don't come through? Do you just meet him in an alley and just pray that you come back alive to your mom? Do you leave a note in the drawer? How does it work?
He beats the shit out of me. And then if I do bad the next week, then I'm just like fired. So usually I don't go 2 weeks in a row without. No,
I couldn't deal with that kind of pressure. Okay, Howie, this goes to you from Chicken Soup 3 from the Discord. He says calls on Pfizer looks like it's showing support at the 50 SMA. What are your thoughts?
He said support at 50.
Looks like it's showing support at the 50 SMA.
I don't even know what that means. 50 SMA. It's
Let's-
got support. It's if you look at Pfizer, it's probably got support at 43, 44 right now. Resistance at 52. That's in other words, it's got to get through 52 to keep going. Pfizer's a good buy right here.
I like Pfizer too.
Like the buy 43.79.
I got to suck some dicks if you don't mind. First of all,
You do you, boo.
it is what it is. We've been talking about Cosmos a little bit, and all the action ain't just here on this podcast, guys. Okay, you need to get into the Discord, and people like To the Moon 3 are going to drop picks, and then you're going to see yourself making money. So he DM'd me directly today and said, I've been in Cosmos for a long time. Here's your ego booster, guys. First, I was just holding. Then I started swinging it. Then I let the CD community in on it. Then you announced it on the podcast. Then that fucking smart talking dog, Coyote, brings up Cosmos on the episode. And now it hits an all-time high yesterday afternoon. In short, you guys might actually move markets. Okay? That's big.
Yeah, I don't know if we move markets. I don't know about that one.
Possibility. And I have a couple shout outs I got to do. I want to recognize Sat to 1 cent on the Twitter. He's been bringing up some great TA for us and sharing it with the readers. So I know a lot of you guys don't like to get on Twitter and Instagram, but that's where he resides, man. And he talks about a lot of your picks as well, not just ours, outside of inside the Discord. So if you want to get in some information on something that the readers have talked about or we've talked about, you need to follow him on Twitter. Again, it's Sat to 1 cent. That's his name. Guys, what do you think? Should we get to some picks?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris. You're up first.
No, I just did the interview and I handed all over to somebody.
Oh, yeah, we haven't done the fucking picks yet. That's right. Jesus Christ. I'm sitting there watching the end of the game on the phone. That game was sick.
You guys are fucking
Very
jumping.
good game. All right, I'm gonna go with cake this week. So I went cake like 2 weeks ago. That's pancake swap.
He's going the distance. Bum, bum, bum.
Yep.
He's going for speed.
I like a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket.
Anyway, a couple weeks ago, they announced that they're launching an NFT platform. Pancake Swap is arguably one of the largest projects on the Binance Smart Chain. It's dropping this Wednesday, September 22nd. Also my birthday. Not a big deal. And I think it's going to explode. And when they announced it, it didn't spike, it didn't drop like crazy. So I don't think that's factored into the crypto yet. I put a lot of money into it. I staked it, and I'm banking on it going up.
How long are you staking it for, E?
Minimum 3 days, and I can just take it out whenever now.
Okay, copy that.
That's a good
Compounding
deal.
interest.
Howard, what do you like?
Oh man, this week's gonna be a wild week, man. I'm sticking with what I pushed last.
Wild Wild West.
Ping, P-I-N-G.
The Wild Wild West. Nobody?
All right, are you done?
Ping?
Yeah, I'm done.
PING pushed it last week, 25.41. It's bounced back. Looks like it's headed straight up. Guys, if you haven't bought Plug yet, buy Plug. I'm begging you to buy Plug. Plug jumped up from 24. It's up to 26 and change. It's going to head above 30. I love both those stocks. And of course, we'll be watching OCGN to a T this whole entire week, because if that thing breaks up through 9, it's gone.
I bought a plug, but a different kind of plug, if you know what I mean, that comes in a nondescript box to my house.
Oh man.
Okay. Sam?
Oh man.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah, man. I'm good, dude. I just as I always say, dude, guns, ammo, martial arts, digital to physical, work on all that. I always say gold. I'm always into gold. I'm always a gold guy. You can never go wrong with gold. Even if society collapsed, I think gold is great to buy, like fucking protection to help kill other people, steal all
Gold's
their
a
shit.
great buy right now. Great buy.
Gold's a great buy. So that's my whole thing. And martial arts. Get into martial arts. I'm always like that. You guys got to start working out, being in shape. When the shit hits the fan, okay, you got to be able to fight dudes and fight and beat up people and survive, bro.
Okay. I guess that leaves me. I only
Surprise, surprise. So
I
then
don't-
we got another 15?
No, I have one pick, like 8 minutes. So I've
Christ.
uh,
One pick, like 8 minutes.
obviously, we have a fentanyl crisis. It has affected the comedy community as of late and thousands across the country. And there is a company out there that basically created Narcan, which was, the first standard of care for the reverse of opioid effects. And they've been getting, they have a ton of cash. It's not a very large company. It's got a small market cap, but they are working on a fentanyl reversal. And it's going to be, what do you call it? An inhaler, just like the other ones. You just shoot it up your nose. So I'm going to make somewhat of a speculative play on OPNT. It's currently trading at like $22. I'm going to buy some. I've got a lot of targets out there saying, $37 to $40 in a year. I think it's the perfect marketplace for this drug right now, especially what we're seeing throughout the country. And if you are listening to us, guys, just stop doing cocaine. Just take a break. Just wait until
Can't do it anymore. It's done
don't
with.
do it. And if you are, and I mean this, if you are, you got to get those tests, man.
Yeah.
You have to get, dude, people are dropping I'm not like, dude, this is a silent war.
Yeah.
You have to get those tests. If you're doing blow, and I get it, man, guys like girls when they're fucking doing blow. Let's face it, dude. People like doing blow because chicks give it up when they're on blow. That's why we all do blow. That's why I did blow. Nobody wants to put chalk up their nose, okay? You just do it because chicks let you get weird with them, right? But you got to get that test, man. Test your shit.
Yeah, that fentanyl, man, that's a fucking nightmare. It gets near your nose and you're dead in 10 seconds. That shit is nuts.
Yeah, it's so small. There's enough for transference to occur just using the same scale, and it's just too dangerous. So again, please, just take a break. Wait until it's all sorted out. Guys, great show. I want to say we got a big guest next week. Brian Dunkelman will be on the show. Very good friend of ours. Very funny guy. So he's up next week. And E, if you got anything, let us know.
Shout out Tokyo.
Tokyo, Godzilla.